Sugya before the next Mishnah. One of the statements in the Mishnah that we learned was that if a person says modim, meshatkin oto, if he was to say the word modim twice, we silence him. Amar Rabbi Zera says, Kol ha'omer shema, shema. Similarly, anyone who says the word shema twice in reference to Shema Yisrael, ke'omer modim dami. It's like he said modim, and therefore we have to silence him. When you say modim, we silence him, and if you say shema, you have to silence him. Meitive, the Gemara objects to this. Keyword objects. Hakore et shema ve'kofla. If one reads the shema and repeats it, hareze megune, it is disgraceful. Now, megunehu dehavi, it is just disgraceful. Shatukei la mishatkin ale, but we don't silence him. I understand that it's disgraceful, but it's not saying that we silence him. So how come Rabbi Zera says if you say Shema twice, we silence him when this Braita seems to imply that we don't silence him. We just call it disgraceful. So Gemara answers la kasha. It's not a question. It's not an objection. Ha de amar milta vetanila. One case is when he said each word of the Shema and repeats it before proceeding to the next word. So he says Shema, Israel, Hashem. He says it like that. Okay, that is when we silence him. Veha de amar psuka vetanila. Whereas the other case is where he says the entire pasuk and he says it over again. So he says Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, and then he says Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. I apologize. When he says Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, the whole pasuk twice, that is when we silence him. But when he says Shema, Yisrael, word after word, that's when we consider it that it's disgraceful. So Amalei Rapapa le'Abaye, Rapapa said to Abaye, V'dilma meikara lo kaven datei u'basof kaven datei. What's disgraceful about repeating each word twice? Maybe meikara la kaven datei. Maybe he didn't have kavana the first time he said Shema. U'basof kaven datei. In the end, he had kavana. So the reason why he said Shema and then Shema was because he didn't have proper concentration. Amalei, Abaye answered him, Chavruta klape Shemaya mi'ika. May one act toward heaven with familiarity? Meaning, does one treat Hashem like a friend, not taking enough care to concentrate while praying and then having to repeat oneself? Of course it's going to be disgraceful. If you didn't have kavanah the first time, it's a disgraceful act. You should have known that you were praying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and you should have had the proper concentration the first time. Ila kaven datei meikara, if he did not concentrate from the beginning, machinan le b'marzafta de napacha adem kaven datei. We strike him with a hammer until he does concentrate, to do it so properly. So we know that therefore if a person had to resort into repeating the next every word at the same time, Shema, because he didn't have concentration, okay, therefore it is a disgraceful act. You should know that who you're praying to. We don't silence you, okay, it's not that bad, but you should know that it is a disgraceful act. So the Gemara concludes here, just to recap, that there are two situations. If a person says Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad and then repeats again Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, that we have to silence him. That's what Rabbi Zera said, that we have to silence him, meshatkin oto. But if a person says Shema, Yisrael, Hashem, so on, that is meguneh, that is disgraceful, because he should have had proper concentration the first time.